Well, here we are, guys, the start of the NBA playoffs upon us. But I'll tell you what, looking back at the regular season, I don't know about you, but I would surely go ahead and make the swap every single day of the week and twice on Sundays if I can have another shortened, compressed 65, 66 game schedule like the one we just finished in this strike shortened campaign that started back on Christmas Day, rather than the NBA going back to their usual 82 game schedule. Now, we of course know because of money considerations that's not going to happen. And of course, both the players and management will complain, not only because of the lack of money for the fewer games, but also because of the quality of the play suffering. But I don't know about you, but do you really care about the NBA in the month of November? I mean, do you really care early in December what's going on with the NBA? And think about the regular schedule for the NBA. You know, where Mondays and Tuesdays, you have few games. Thursday is usually a travel day. You have few games. I mean, every single day of this strike shortened campaign, we had a plethora of games. I mean, yeah, teams were forced to play 3 and 3 nights, 4 and 5 nights, 6 and 8 nights, but it was great from a fan standpoint, even better from a gambling standpoint, because to me, it allowed you to get in sync and to get into a groove with particular teams with how they were responding as the season progressed. Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here. This is going to be your Saturday video report as usual, as I've been doing every single Saturday. Dating back to last June, I will have a 20% discount coupon code that could save you hundreds of dollars off your purchase price today. That's coming up in a moment. Plus, we'll talk about the NBA playoffs, a couple of the different series, a couple of my thoughts on the Philadelphia-Chicago game early, the Dallas-Oklahoma City game late, and we'll talk about a couple of series prices as well, plus a free pick in baseball coming up too on Milwaukee and St. Louis. But first, let's talk about what's going on. Of course, yesterday I scored highest rated play of the season again in baseball. In fact, the play that matches the highest rated play I've released in my career, 15 dime winner, the Atlanta Braves on the run line, getting the job done last night as a $1.25 underdog because I was willing to lay the 1.5 runs against an offensively inept Pittsburgh Pirates team as the Braves rolled to Turner Field. 6-1 in that contest. I am now 11-5 with my paid baseball picks this season, hitting 4 out of 5 of those 15 dime plays already. Now, today the playoffs may be getting underway, but as I alluded to in yesterday's video and on the website, I am not coming with an NBA play today. Listen, it's not like they pay any more if you're betting the NBA today as opposed to betting baseball. Hell, if you're on a baseball dog, they're paying you more for diamond action today. So when you walk up to the cashier's window, they do not discriminate based on the sport that you are betting on. However, I like to take a look at how teams do generally in the first game of their postseason series before making a judgment on the series, in another game in the series. So I'm laying off the 4 side selections today. And instead, my best bet goes on the early card. I'm putting that 11-5 baseball run to work. And the fact that I've won 17 of the last 26 days with a 10 dime play on Kansas City and Minnesota. But if you're looking for a guy that has a big NBA play, look no further than Jeff Benton today, guys. 100 dime winner, number 9 out of 11 and 6 out of 7 overall. 76ers and Bulls. It goes at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Let me remind you that Jeff went 9-1 with his college basketball 100 dime plays this season, cashing with, of course, Kentucky in the championship game over Kansas. Other notables, Louisville covering against Kentucky. He had, NC State covering against Kansas. He had Florida outright over Marquette. He had some big 100 dime big dance winners along the way. This play is every bit as big, so that's what Jeff Benton has going for him today. Also, Derek Mancini, his bread and butter plays have been 40 dime releases in the NBA. Today, 40 dime NBA winner number 12 out of 13, his blowout of the month. That's what he has going for today. Over the past 66 days, $10 bettors have won $4,190 following Derek's advice. But more importantly, again, it's 40 dime NBA winner number 12 out of 13. So those are among the plays that you should be aware of today from the various handicappers. FYI, the charity play of the week, we are eligible to do one again starting Sunday, so I'll look at the card and see what's going on with the various handicappers. Try to find a winner here after 4 straight losers with the charity play of the week. Believe me, it kills me when those plays lose. I hate losing those plays more than I lose a play that I'm personally betting on. I mean, that just kills me because of the intent involved. So that's coming up as well. Let me get, first of all, to your money-saving discount coupon code. Guys, It is going to be 20 playoffs. 20 playoffs. That's plural, okay? So it's 20 Playofs. 20 playoffs. 20 Playofs. And again, that will save you 20% off your total purchase price today. Now, for those of you that might be newcomers, let me just remind you how this works. Let's say you wanted Jeff Bennon's 100 dime play. And you wanted Derek Mancini's 40 dime winner number 12 out of 13 in the NBA. Well, you've got to buy them simultaneously. You can't buy Jeff early and come back 2 hours later and say, hey, I'm going to buy Derek's play. No, the coupon works this way. You put everything in your shopping cart you want. You can mix and match individual plays. You can buy long-term packages, insider money moves, whatever you want. You mix and match, put it in your shopping cart, and then you apply that coupon code 20 playoffs, and you will get 20% off your total purchase price. Everything in your shopping cart, 20% off. So, for example, a guy like Anthony Red, who over the past 101 days has won a $10 better, $10,252. Let's say you wanted to make a long-term commitment with Anthony Red. Well, give you an example. His 60-day service package costs $749 normally. If you wanted to apply that 20% coupon, you'd save almost another $149, and that doesn't even count if you're eligible for an instant rebate as well. Guys, keep in mind with these 20% off coupons that I'm giving you every single Saturday to keep some consistency for those of you that like to be package players on a regular basis. Remember, if you're already committed to a handicapper and you want to extend the package using the coupon and your instant rebate, all you've got to do is do it, and the extra days of service will be added to your account. So again, that is 20 playoffs. Now, let's talk about NBA playoffs first of all. And I think one of the mistakes that a lot of gamblers make is that a lot of you disappear once Kansas played Kentucky. Okay, you disappeared, and now you're suddenly coming back because, hey, it's the NBA playoffs. Well, guys, look before you leap. Make sure you know what you're doing if you're playing on your own. At the same time, you'll see a lot of the handicappers are not necessarily jumping in like myself into the NBA playoffs, instead focusing on baseball because, again, it doesn't matter the sport that you're betting on. It matters whether you win. That is the bottom line. Now, let's take a look at some of the series prices here for you with today's games. First of all, well, I should say series prices. We can't really talk about the games themselves, but I'll get to those games too. The latest series prices from, I'm going to give you like a blended number of what I'm looking at for Vegas and offshore. Listen, the Bulls are minus 1,400 against the Sixers. Gee, you going to lay 1,400? I ain't laying 1,400. And do you think the Bulls are going to lose that series? No. Now, a popular pick, guaranteed a popular pick is going to be the Knicks plus 650 against the Miami Heat. If you think the big three and LeBron are going to lose, having home court advantage in this series, especially come the playoffs when slower tempo of style of play, defensive style of play, where rebounding is at a premium, and especially with Tyler Chandler at less than 100% going in the opener, which he may not even play because of the flu. If you think the Knicks are going to pull the upset, you are sorely mistaken. No way. Don't waste your money. Sometimes guys like to bet dogs just for the sake that they are dogs. And sometimes, guys, they turn out to be a dog with fleas. And that's what the Knicks are in the series if you get sucked into taking them plus 650, because it's not going to happen. No way in hell is it going to happen. Okay, Magic and Pacers. Hey, listen, if Dwight Howard plays, 3-1. The Magic were this season against the Indiana Pacers, with Dwight Howard having his way in those 4 games, averaging 24 points, 11 rebounds, and hitting 69% of his shots. Well, since he is not playing today, it's kind of a moot point. And plus, Indiana Pacers, as I used them a number of times down the stretch, hottest NBA team down the stretch here. I mean, they won 12 of their last 14 games, or 15 games overall. They deserve to be the number 3 seed in the East, and they got it. And, Pacers minus 800. Again, you can't put the money in there. Now, Oklahoma City is the most competitively priced of the 4 series today. Oklahoma City is minus 550. Now, defending champion Mavericks, you think they can actually beat Oklahoma City? Not going to happen. Thunder too good. Home court advantage. A series to take a look at on a game by game basis, but not in the series. So therein lies the problem with series prices. In the opening round, you really aren't going to find any values unless you want to play one of those dogs with fleas. However, with that being said, let's take a look at a couple of the individual games. The early game between Philadelphia and Chicago. I would be tempted to take Philadelphia in that contest. Getting the 8.5 to 9 points. I mean, you got the Derrick Rose factor. I mean, this guy missed 27 games this season. He only played 5 games this month, and he surely wasn't on top of his game. So you're getting Philadelphia plus 9 points. The key here for Philadelphia is whether or not they can keep the Bulls off the board. I mean, the Bulls out-rebounded their opponents by 7 a game this year, leading the NBA in rebounding margin. They have every bit as deep of a bench as Philadelphia does, although the 76ers have a little more offensive firepower. But it comes down to whether or not Rose is healthy, at what level he's going to be able to play here early in the series, and whether Luol Deng, how well he's going to play with that wrist injury. So Philadelphia regaining a little confidence. Remember, this is a team that started 20-9 this season and finished 15-22. They did win their final 4 games before that worthless finale against the Detroit Pistons the other night. So they're playing with little confidence. I think they would be a decent play plus the points in that contest. The other one is going to be Dallas and Oklahoma City. Listen, you're giving the defending champions 7.5 points. This is a do or die game as far as I'm concerned for the Mavericks, because this game 1 opener sets the tone in the series. I think the Thunder win, but I think the Thunder are being asked to lay too many points. This is a team that is turnover prone with Russell Westbrook running the show. I think Dallas puts all in and gives it everything they've got. I don't think they win it, but I think this is a game that both teams are trying to make a statement, and I think getting the points is the way to go. So of the 2 plays, I lean a little more toward Dallas plus the number in that one. Now, in baseball, I'm going to take a shot with the St. Louis Cardinals today, and Kyle Lohse continuing his great pitching in the month of April. I mean, the guy, except for 2 years ago, in the month of April, has really been money in the bank. Last night, the Cardinals putting 10 runs on the board in the first three innings of that game, coming up with an 8 spot in the 3rd inning, beating up Gallardo, who was pitching for the Brewers today. Milwaukee going with Marco Estrada, who's making, I believe, his 11th career start. He made 7 last year. Lohse 3-0 with a 2.45 earned run average. The Cardinals have won all 4 of his starts. 4-1 in 5 April starts last year with a 1.64 earned run average. 3-0 in 5 2009 starts with a 1.97 earned run average. 3-0 in 6 2008 starts, 2.36 earned run average. Back in 2007, 2.88 ERA in 5 starts. So 5 of the last 6 years, he has had a tremendous break out of the gate. That's why I'm willing to take the Cardinals. If you can get them under $1.60, play them straight up. If the line keeps going up, the price keeps going up, go in and play them on the run line and turn them into a home underdog. I would play it either on the run line or straight up and feel comfortable either way. This is a Cardinals team that is 13-7 overall, including 5-2 at home. Meanwhile, the Brewers are 3-5 on the road after losing last night's opener, 13-1. And again, I would go with the Cardinals in that one. Good luck, guys, and I'll talk to you again on Sunday.